don't know where it's like a good place to put this. This we'll see. Here's my character. Original character name, the Necromancer. I'm playing Necromancer. I don't know what any of this shit end of time shit is. This game's kind of cool. Instead of doing like acts, if you guys have never seen this before, instead of doing like the way that Diablo 2 and 3 did it with like different acts, it's the same world map, but they divide it into eras because it's like time traveling. So like I think you start in the Divine or the Imperial era, I think, and then you hop back and forth between Ruined, Divine, and Ancient. Like Ancient is like, you can see that they have like very clearly some kind of Chrono Trigger-esque floating island technology, and there's like a lot of like dinosaurs and shit roaming around these jungles. Then you get to the Divine era where they like lose that technology, Imperial era where they become steampunk, and then Ruined where it's like just completely fucked. It's kind of cool that it's like the same world map, and it like you can see the changes depending on the age that you're in. And then there's the End of Time, which is like, I think this is the end game map, and there's like there's something to do with all these like random shit flying around, but I'm not super sure what any of this is. I have no idea. Anyway, where's my quest? I have the Missing Merchant and Journey to Mukluk, which is here. I guess that's where we're going. The Radiant Dunes. My lamp. I kicked my lamp. I've lampant. Pretty neat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's all connected. Like all of the acts are all connected. It's not separate areas. I think sometimes you even go between, like, sometimes it's the same map. Oh shit, I don't have my summons. Golems? So I have two big boner golems. They slam. They big. I have these originally are skeleton mages, but I've changed them to be death knights instead. They're like dual wield and they shoot death coil. Kind of cool. I have big ballista shooting skeleton archers, and then I have like a handful of ghosts. These ghosts, if you ever play Path of Exile, these are summon raging spirits, but you can like change how they function to be permanent instead. But you can't like summon infinite amount of them. You only have two. Kind of neat. I do like that they have also the color for the items. You can change the colors based on their affixes. So like you see how this one has +6. I think it's like because it has +1 intelligence. That's why it turns up purple. Which I thought I had gotten rid of it. Damn, I have to look at that right now. Yeah. Now it won't turn. Now it won't show up anymore. There's like no reason for me to be gearing for intelligence right now. It's still like the beginning of the game, so gear doesn't really matter that much. Gear doesn't matter because you just have overwhelming offense because nothing can stand against it. But sometimes you still get. Sometimes I get randomly one-shot by things. I'll just be like standing around and just get one-shot by an AoE. It's a real get out of the fire situation, you know. Except for the fire is instantaneous, so you can't see it. The other thing that I have is like this bone curse. I don't know if it like really does anything other than because when you afflict enemies with it, whenever they take damage, they get hit by like another damage stack. But it's like so low because I don't spec for damage, right? Because it's all minion stuff. Ooh, what's this? Tome of Elements, 2% elemental damage, leeches health. Okay, well, it's useless. Well, it's not useless. It's useless for me. Yeah, the map overlay completely useless in this area because you can't see it. It's too opaque. The cool thing about this curse though is that you can like inflict it on your own minions, and it causes thorns. Like it causes a thorn stack. You can do other things with it too. You can like make it that it does corpse explosion or bone prism. Just I didn't inspect for it. If you look at the skill tree, like if I click on Bone Curse, there's like this huge skill tree just for this one skill. And the way that I'm going with it is that I'm going this way so that it does if you curse your bone golems, they triple the effect of thorns on themselves. And my bone golems also have taunt. They're like constantly taunting around them. And because I have 2 of them, it's like a lot more chance of that happening. And the other thing that I did with this curse was every time an enemy dies, it has a chance of being resurrected as a spear skeleton. Up to 3. You can't just have like infinite of them. But they're permanent too, right? They're permanent until they get killed. And in which case, like, the curse is going to eventually resurrect another one. It's kind of a very like passive play, so I don't really do anything. Just perfect for me because I just don't want to think. Let's see. Summon Wraith leveled up. Summon Wraith has increased cast speed. Okay, so like none of this stuff here matters because I only ever cast Summon Wraith once. So maybe we do this instead. Wraiths deal more necrotic damage and leech a portion of necrotic they deal as health, so they can like stick around for longer because they do life leech. The other thing that I can do is I can make their melee attacks do poison. It gives them poison chance and it increases their chance of doing the poison. Maybe that's what we'll do. So my scythe guys can like randomly infect them with poison. Nagasa Scimitar. 64% increased melee damage. Guess I could break that. Damage over time. Oh, that's not even the right thing. This is like the this is the crafting in the game. You have like this forge window. It's actually pretty like super simple to use. I thought that this was going to be a lot more complicated because when I saw it, my brain stopped working. But essentially what you can do is you can add 2 prefixes or 2 suffixes, and they're like, it's just effects. Like you can see here that I have damage over time for minions and then reduce bonus damage. And then if you have this shard, you just like press the plus button and it just gets stronger. And if you don't want this item, you can just break it. Like I have these runes of shattering. It just breaks the item. And it gives you all the shards. So like the crafting system is like actually pretty simple. Compared to Path Exile, where I still don't know how to do the crafting in Path Exile. I don't think I ever will. Not really like big into crafting, you know? It would have been cool. I think it would have been cool if there was like a way to just get strong items from bosses, and that's it. You know, you're like good to go. But I guess that's like the new thing with action RPGs is that, I mean, even Diablo 2 did it, right, with the Heraldric Cube. But I guess like the new thing with action RPGs is that, oh, well, look at our extensive crafting system. You can make your own legendary equipment with it. All you gotta do is Read this 140-page manual. Become a rocket scientist to figure it out. What do you mean you don't have the Wikipedia entries open for every single item in the game? How are you ever going to get good at the game? Shamanistic staff? Your minion? No, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's nothing. It's got a whole bunch of minion stuff on it. I'll grab it. I can break it later. Also, I've been skipping like 100% of the lore. I have not been reading any of the text boxes. I figure because the game's coming out like next week, because this is still early access. So because I figure that the game's like coming out, it's still not finished. So I just have not bothered with any of the lore. Some of it has voice acting, some of it doesn't. When I saw that, I was like, probably still working on it. And I'm probably gonna end up making just another character. Oh, cool.
Been bound by the chains of fate. I will shatter them, along with who would seek to bind me. Freedom.
I find it really funny that I was literally just saying that I've been skipping all the lore, and now I have an unskippable cutscene. With the character I may or may not have ever seen before. Whoops. Blah 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 blah. Give me my quest. Action RPG quest. Go here. Kill thing.
No one is permitted inside the Temple of Majasa at this time.
All right. At least I know how to pronounce Majasa now. Hey, what the fuck? Oh, I think I clicked through the dialogue box. Yeah, I clicked through it. I do like that this game has an offline mode. So if you never plan on playing online with your friends, you could just play offline. You're good. I don't know if they're gonna do like a season thing for that's online only.
Was it just me, or was that
to like incentivize you to play online?
I don't know much.
What is going on, dude? The game is like just loading the areas on its own. Early access, huh? I don't get it. Speak with Yulia.
Was it just me, or was if you have
blah blah
I'm
blah
not
blah.
sure if we can trust this friend of yours, but I trust you.
Oh, this is the guy from earlier.
With the cute brunette. While I obviously appreciate deal. All right, it's well within your abilities, I assure you. I've established
what?
We have to dispose of the absolute. And hey,
all right, just what's a little disposal of high-ranking guild members? Am I right? It's not like we haven't ever done that before. It's loading me back into the other map. For some reason, they made it that these like loading zones, they load when you stand near them instead of when you like click on the thing itself. It's because if you're standing near it, and look where what happens. Look how close you are to this loading zone. If my character moves in any direction, like past this line, it will load into the other area. Just fucking weird that it's like that. It's like the bones of Diablo 3, or like developers are so scared to do anything like that game. Oh my god, Diablo 3 had exits that you have to click on. We can't have that. People are gonna hate it. We have to save them the 3 frames it takes. Well, instead they make it a pain in the ass. Every time you load in a new zone, it's a coin flip if you're gonna zone out or not. Can anyone rush me through? Can anyone rush me through Monolith, please? I want levels. Nothing changes, huh? I am kind of curious to see what the like the full, how much of like how many changes they're gonna make to the game with the full release. I don't think. I mean, how many changes can they really make between like the last patch and this one? You know? The guy's a snake? The guy just died. Okay. He just melted. Why is this overlay map just like this? Why is it graphics? Ah, graphics option. Generic quality level _ ultra. Yes. Oh, here it is. Overlay map capacity. The options are like barely visible and barely visible. those are your options for map opacity. It's too bad that you can't be like a loot goblin in this game, man. Because I would pick up all those yellows. The problem is that whenever you use a town portal, it clears your map progress. I don't know what like the design decision behind that was. I guess it's to like specifically stop loot goblining. I can't see any other reason why it would do that. Treasure chest. There's never anything good in chest, man, in this game. It's a cool enemy. Scarab Rider. Someone in the chat just called the game. The whole game is out of bounds. How does that happen? Diablo 4 skill tree is by far the best looking thing that has been ever created. Some people, you know, they have takes, you know. It's a work of art. Let's see. Temporal Sanctum Key. Open the door to the Temporal Sanctum dungeon in the Ruined Coast. The Ruined Coast can be reached through the Time Rift behind the door in the Eastern Cliff placed in the Shining Cove. This Time Rift links the Divine Era version of the Cove to the Ruined Era. Oh, what the fuck? That's cool. So, like, actually links the two areas together? Via Time Portal?
Can I help you?
Quest is up. I guess I'll just follow the question marks. I guess I'll just follow the quest marker. I don't know what else. Whoa. Just a little combat looting while my skeletons deal with all the bad guys. Okay, hold on. So there's like a side quest here. There's like the blip on the map. I don't know what it wants me to do here. I walked in here. I did walk in here. Now it's not doing anything. Jesus Christ, man. I wonder if they're wiping the servers. It just like occurred to me. It just occurred to me if they're gonna wipe the servers or not. When the game fully releases. That would be sick. I would love to see that. You know why I would love to see that? I want to see the reaction from the player base. My character that I spent so much time is gone. All in early access. Holy shit, that would be like the best fucking day for scrolling through Reddit. The last Epoch Reddit. Holy shit. God, I hate the fucking zoning system in this game.
What brings you here?
The fence inspects the relic a while before turning back to you. Ah, yes, my client would definitely be interested in this piece. Would you be interested in parting for $5,000? I know I'll offer when I see it. What would be a fair price? $80,000. 50,000? 20,000.
Farewell.
Did it. Successfully haggled. What's my skeleton situation going on over here? Oh, good. my skeleton counter is set up specifically so that I know exactly if I've run out of anything. Because my reapers are at 2, my vanguard is at 3, my skeleton mages are at 4, and my archers are at 5. Any number is off, I know exactly which one to fix. Careful consideration was placed in the amount of minions I carry. Scale big guild leader. No problem. Shadow clones. Shadow clone jutsu. Forbidden technique. Did she turn into a snake? It's fucked up. Wow, lore. I love reading. I love reading carefully crafted lore about a video game. It's my favorite. What do these do? 51% increased minion damage. Holy shit. Oh wait, I have those equipped right now. 74% minion health. Plus 30 armor, 17% increased movement speed. I'm sure that's good to somebody. Not me. See if any of these are good. Chance to hit. Chance to ignite on hit. I think I have to sort through my away items that I can't use. And by throw them away, what I really mean is destroy them. Any of oh shit, okay. These are like relics from Diablo 2. They sit in charms, sorry, they're charms from Diablo 2. They sit in your inventory. But they gave an inventory space for it, like a dedicated inventory spot for it. So you don't have to like juggle your inventory around for charms anymore. They just go into this box if you have the room for it. This is like very cool. That gives minion damage. This also gives minion damage. We'll take this. It's gonna be like kind of hard probably to find a replacement for the gloves that I have, because the damage, the minion modifier on it is like 50% more minion damage. I don't know. I have a hard time believing it's gonna get like easily replaced, because it's like flat. It affects every single minion. It's not like I have to change it for what the fuck am I looking for? Still skills. I'm looking for skills, passives. This button. Let's see. I might have to put points into the skill. Effigies. Whenever you take a hit at low health, you have a chance to consume one of your minions, stealing its current health and healing yourself. I don't have like a good defensive mechanism. I think this might be the only one. I might have to like put points into this. I mean, I don't really... Everything else is like... Your minions are stronger. Eventually I can come back to it. Not having like a defensive mechanism is probably going to end up getting... It's probably what's getting me one-shot a lot. Actually, now that I think about it. It's probably a lot of like small hits. It's probably a lot of like tiny hits that are adding up to like 800 damage, which is equivalent to my health. What am I doing here? Oh, it says return to what's his face. So. No problem. We'll return to what's his face.
How's my noof? I never doubted. After you're done with your business in the temple, I sure wouldn't mind having you around.
Return to Zarek. Don't forget about my side of the deal. Wow, that was so cheesy.
All right. Once you're done there, after that.
It's so fucking bad in this game.
Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to work. It's not like you've got any other options.
The writing from the character's point of view is like written from as if I'm supposed to be cringing at what they're saying, but really I'm just cringing at everything that they're saying. Both sides. God, that FTL run, that Fed A FTL run, man, I'm still actually pissed about it. That's the type of thing. I'm gonna go to bed And I'm gonna be thinking about it until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe the solution is to just play on easy mode. Maybe we just play on easy mode. We get the wins on easy for every single ship. And that's it. It really is too easy though. It's like an almost auto win. Maybe that's what I need, you know? Maybe I just need a couple auto wins. Some just automatic victories where I get a you win screen. Get my hopes up that I know how to play the video game and then just lose another 100 times in normal. Vengeful Gorgon of Rage. Oh, fuck. I should have sold, should have fucking sold off my inventory. So like now, because now if I town portal back to the merchant and sell off my inventory that I wanted to get rid of, it'll reset the whole map and I'll just have to redo this. And I don't want to. Enemies very clearly hyenas are barking. What? What was that? What can I do with this bone curse? Oh, here, I can get this. All minion buffs from bone curse have 200% increased effect on your bone golems. So now, whenever I infect one of my own bone golems with the curse, they get 20% extra damage. But it's tripled, right? So it's 60%. So they get 60% more damage, and they reflect 130 damage every time they get hit. Which, admittedly, it's not like that many, but considering I have 2 of them, and it's possible for them to just take a shit ton of small hits. We're probably out of. It's weird that it's like flat damage. It's not a percentage of the weapon. I think Diablo 4 does the same thing. They went from percent weapon effects to flat damage for everything. For their scaling.
Good day, traveler.
You know me. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds like a great idea.
Farewell.
Let's go check out this Donkey Kong Country minecart level. I better be able to ride around on a minecart. I'm gonna be really mad if I can't. I want a thing where I can ride around on a minecart. Whoa. I wonder if I wonder how many people like change the effect, change out their gear for resistances based on the area that they're in. I wonder if that's like a thing, because like these guys are obviously doing like some kind of lightning damage. I wonder if there's like people that carry a few extra pieces of gear with lightning resistance on it, just so that they take less damage. How autistic are people? Crystal Lotus. Okay, so this is the boss of the area. My skeleton like HP regen or their maximum HP is just like way too high. They just can't die. Literally standing inside like a tank buster AoE and then just nothing. Just no sell it the entire thing. Lessons of the Metropolis. Dodge rating if you've been hit. Increased dodge rating. Less damage taken while moving. So these are like rogue boots, I guess. Something just did like a 6,000 damage crit, and I have no idea what. That's the biggest number that I've seen come out of the entire game so far. These like spiders are coming out one by one, they're just walking into the blender. Man, I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that. Those like the lightning spells that these golems are doing. It's shooting like a lightning bolt nuke, and it comes out like way too fast. I don't even know if there's like a tell for that. Oh yeah, there is. You can see them winding up. You can see them winding up, and then you have like half a second to move on. Your teleport isn't off cooldown. You should have waited. Reflection Shrine. Reflect 300% of damage taken. Oh, shit. There's like a small icon on the map to the top left of my character, I guess. That's like that's like an arcane prison. There's a wizard that lives in it. You can bust it open and you play like a mini boss. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they use like player skills as like part of their moveset. But I'm not super sure if that's like the case. We're looking for, okay, so what's the quest here? We're looking for an elevator. He's a wizard, Harry. Yeah. Yeah, there's like, for some reason there's like, they're everywhere. Those exiled mage prisons. It was a long fucking day of work today, man. I put in like a week of vacation time at the end of March because it like lines up with surgery that I have to do in my shoulder, and also because it's like right next to Easter. So I take the week off. I like applied for it, and my manager is like, "You need a doctor's note for that." I was like, "No, I don't. It's vacation. I'm not using my sick days." And I had to like escalate it to HR. And the rare HR win, and they were like, "Yeah, you're right. You do not need a doctor's note unless they deny your vacation request. And if they are denying your vacation request after this HR meeting, it's because they're just being vindictive." And I was like, "Okay, let's not go that far. I'm not gonna." Just like, let's not put words in their mouth, you know. Could be that they just thought that I want to use sick days. But I like left a really bad taste in my mouth when I saw that. Especially considering they just changed our vacation policy. So like now we have like our statutory vacation, like our I have 2 weeks. I thought I was gonna get a third week. Well, I already have 3 weeks, so like I'm supposed to have 3 weeks. Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to have 3 weeks vacation because it was part of my contract that I get an extra 5 days off, right? They changed the way that our vacation schemes work, and now it's deferred time, so it's like they say it's infinite, but I found out today that you can't use it for medical reasons. So like, let's say you wake up in the morning and you have a migraine and you don't want to work, technically you can't use the deferred time off for it. And I was like, that's what I used to use with, like, that's what I did with all of my other time off. It was like whenever I woke up, I would file it as other time off, because they made a distinction between that and vacation. Like anytime I needed a day off, I would pull from my other time off bracket that it would accumulate during the year. And also I have 5 days extra that I use as sick days, and now that's gone. And you're telling me that I can't use those anymore. So I want them added as statutory vacation. And they're like, well, unfortunately, it's by law that we can't give you them as statutory vacation because you only get 2 weeks because you've only been here for 2 years. And I was like, but I got hired at the beginning of January. And they're like, oh yeah, but you see, we hired you on January 2nd and the turnaround is on January 1st. So you were a day late for the extra week of vacation. I saw that and I like almost threw my laptop across the wall. I was so fucking angry. And I spent the rest of my day just seething in rage. Hated working for anyone except the army. It was kind of the whole deal. Yeah, you got tired of working for someone else and you ended up just working in the army. Isn't that kind of working for someone else though? Like, I don't know how it works. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how any of that stuff works. I've never had a problem with the company that I was working with until this year. September, October of 2023. That was when a lot of stuff just started changing, and not for my benefit.
Well, on top of that, hey,
It kind of makes me upset.
all we got to do is steer talent towards
The change to my vacation day is like,
take care of the rest for us.
yo, this is fucking sick. What the hell?
It looks like the Ostriches went to Farnabas borrowing their fur.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Deathwing fight in World of Warcraft. When you fight on his back. This is cool.
We're hit. Grab onto something.
Oh. It's kind of janky. It's a weird loading screen. You drove a truck and you hated being at the whim of dispatchers. You were never home. I know that feeling. I used to work in delivery. But we were kind of lucky because we didn't really rely on our dispatchers because we would do our routes on our own. So like we would walk in at 5 o'clock in the morning, we would do the route for the equipment that we had. And then it was kind of like set in stone. Sometimes the dispatcher would call and they'd be like, oh, since you're in the area, can you like go pick up this extra piece? And then we would make up for it by selling random junk from the back of the truck on the highway. We would take their old equipment and then we would sell it to scrappers right off the truck, and we would pocket the money. Dude, we used to make so much money just selling scrap. That's a set item. Ruby Fang Cleaver, plus 70 melee fire damage, plus 73% chance to poison penetration, and poison inflicted by melee attacks, melee attack speed. So this is like a poison melee weapon. The 2-set bonus is +1 poison chance per 1% fire resistance. That's kind of cool. It's like you stack your fire resistance and you just have 100% chance to poison. Pretty interesting. I don't know how useful that is. It sounds cool. You made a delivery 2 hours ahead of schedule and got written up because it wasn't within your plus or minus 45-minute delivery window. You left your truck at a gas station and flew back to Michigan. You're just so you're just so angry. You just no. I'm not. Fuck you. I'm not going home. It's funny. Good for you. Fuck the man. So the game just told me that I got a new ability called Assemble Minion. Hold on. Getting attacked. Assemble Abomination. Hold ability key to channel to absorb minions in a moderate area. When you release, summon a single hulking abomination with added health and more damage. Abomination's health decays increasingly fast over time. Can I still change my skills without it removing the skill points that I attached with? I wonder. I think I can, because I think these are just permanent. Yeah. Whoa, cool. But it says that his health is like constantly decaying. Doesn't look like it. Maybe his health regen is so high that the constant decaying is being overridden. Oh, there you go. It's like now it's decaying. So doesn't matter how much health regeneration he has, the decay is always going to kick back in. I wonder how much damage this thing does. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell if it's like any good. I mean, I guess I could like eat these skeleton minions. I mean, it looks visually impressive, but like, can I really run off of it looks visually impressive? You know what I mean? You told Schneider that you don't understand their stupid rules. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like this ability. I'm not a fan of eating my own minions to make like a stronger minion and then having to resummon them constantly. I think I just like having my guys out, and that's it. There was one thing that like always bothered me when we were doing the trucking, is that sometimes the manager would get on instead of dispatch and it would be like, you got to do this for this client, I just promised them something. But it would be like, it would be nearing the 14-hour mark. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works in the United States, but in Canada you can't work when you're driving a truck, you can't work 14 hours if you don't have a break. Like 14 hours is the cap, right, per day. But to even be able to do that, you have to have 2 hours of break in between. And we didn't have that because we were like driving from somewhere in Ontario. I don't remember exactly where. And we were there for like 6 hours. And then we worked, and then we were driving on the way back home, and the guy told us to like pick up something, and we were like, no, we can't actually do this because it's gonna break our books. And if we get stopped at a weigh station and they see that our books are like not correct, we're gonna get fined. And it's gonna be us that has to pay for it. It's not gonna be you. And the guy's like, I don't care about your rules. I don't care about your fucking rules. You gotta do you have to do what I'm telling you to do. We would never do it. We would just go back to the shop. They'd be like, did you go to Moishi's and deliver the thing that I promised them? No, of course not. I'm not gonna get in trouble for you. It's never gonna happen. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I promised him, you know? Kind of miss it. I kind of miss doing the manual labor stuff. As like fucking intensive as it was way more interesting than fucking sitting at a computer all day. Cause I can't go back to it, right? Like, even if I wanted to, I can't, because it just the number of shoulder and knee surgeries that I have to go through per year just to exist is like too high. People wonder why I'm just always grumpy. There you go. There's your reason. 14 hours work per day, but you gotta include the 30-minute PCMs, 30-minute inspection, 1 hour break. Yeah. It adds up to like 2.5 hours, right? So it's the same thing. There's no change then. It's like literally the same rules. And our truck didn't have a sleeper in the back, so we would have to like rent a motel. And he was never going to pay for it, right? So anytime that we had to do an overnight stay, it would come out of our own pockets. And that's why we ended up selling his stuff off the back of a truck instead of bringing it back to the shop for him to repair it. We just told him that it was too broken. We just got rid of it. And the guy was so fucking stupid. He would just shake. He was just nod his head. Yeah, okay, that's smart. That's smart. That was smart. I always like secretly thought that he probably knew. But I think he was actually just fucking stupid and he had no idea. People were stealing like quarters and shit from him too because he was running a laundry, and people would like literally take like half the quarters out of the machines. And it would never add up. The machines would like never add up to the amount of quarters that were like stolen out of the machines, and he'd be like, oh, that makes sense. It's kind of the same. It's like, what? And I'm not gonna say anything because fuck you. You know what I mean? Eat shit. You had a sleeper cabin which shut off if the temp was between 30 and 90. So in the summers you'd run Texas to Florida, and winters you'd run DC to Green Bay. You complained when your truck would shut off. We were lucky. We were like one of the only people to have an automatic. I remember driving with the manual, and it was like such a fucking pain in the ass. And then we finally got like an automatic truck. We were the only ones. People were always complaining that we had one, like the other people in the shop, because everyone else is fucking jealous, right? Once we went manual, dude, that was it. We never went back to, sorry, once we went to automatic, man, that was it. Never went back to manual. I don't even know if I could like drive a manual truck anymore. That was it. It was just done. I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know if I can drive anything with more than 2 axles anymore. Too complicated. Too complicated, my brain's too filled with Swiss cheese. You know what's really sad is that I let my driver's license lapse, and I don't even care. I think that's like pretty sad. I take the bus everywhere whenever I need to go somewhere. The only place that's like really shitty to get to is to my parents, because they live like in the middle of nowhere in a mansion. A big fucking old money boomer mansion in the middle of nowhere. That's like impossible to get there by public transportation. It's like really the only shitty part about not having driver's license. Oh. What's up, Rig? Cozy? Yeah, we're playing last Epoch. Take out Diablo clone. Pretty fun. I'm having fun with it. I'm sure it's like incredibly boring to watch because nothing happens. Everything just dies. Basically just Dynasty Warriors. But you know what? I don't know. The regular driver's license? Yeah, I let my regular driver license. Well, I mean, it's both, right? It's my Class A and my regular. Our place is super stupid about it. You went to a casino that wouldn't let your friend in who had an expired driver. No, I don't use in Quebec. You don't use your driver's license. You don't have to use your driver's license as a like a identification. We use our Medicare cards, like our social, like it's our health insurance card. It has all the information, has the exact information on it as our driver's license. Health insurance. Yeah, it's it's our medical insurance. Like it's Medicare, right? I think there it's Medicaid. I don't know how it works in the States. I know you guys do have like a form of free medical service, but I think you have to like apply and you have to have some kind of fucking disability for it, I guess. I don't know how the fuck it works. Here it's just free. It's just, well, it's not free. We pay for it in our taxes, right? But you don't see it. Your kids have free insurance? You do because of the army? Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I would imagine, right? Is it? I think for the majority of the United States, their health insurance, like, that's where it comes from. It comes from their work. Like I have health insurance for my work because it's an American company, but it doesn't cover private because there's no reason to have private doctors in Canada. There's actually no reason because you get assigned a doctor if you want one, and then. Or you get a group of doctors, and whenever you need to go to a doctor, you get like a... If it's same day, yeah, you have to wait in a hospital room for hours, but... If you plan it in advance, I sit in a waiting room for like half an hour. Which I would rather pay, 10% of my salary towards that. Or whatever the fuck the percentage is. I have no idea. I don't even think they're posted anywhere. I mean, I probably would be dead if Canada didn't have health insurance. If it wasn't free, I'd probably be dead. That's a really cool ability. I wonder if there's like a player skill for that. The laser, the sunbolt laser. Most people have to pay or don't have it. Yeah, that's what I imagine, right? I think it's probably a lot of people that are in like tech probably get it from their work. And, people that work at Walmart probably just get fucked. Oh, I don't have my ghost sniper. Hold on, I gotta play inventory Tetris again. Let's see. Looks good. This, oh dude, why does this has plus 80 mana? That's crazy. 20% chance for a summon wraith to summon a flame wraith instead. That's neat. A flaming wraith? But I mean, I don't even spam it. That's the spell that I like purposely removed to have to spam. So it doesn't help me at all. Your wife works at Walmart. Nice. The secret shopper that dresses casual and looks for people stealing. I always kind of wanted that job. Not to look for people stealing, but like to snoop on managers, I always kind of wanted to do that. You dress up as a normie, you walk in a Walmart, you snitch on the managers. Fuck those guys. That's what she's doing right now. She's working at a different store to find which employees are stealing. Oh, it's for employees. Oh, I see. I thought it was for, like, for some reason I was thinking it was, she was looking for people, like, customers stealing. And I was like, I don't know why she would be doing that. Wouldn't that be the security guard? I was like, maybe in my mind, I was like, oh, maybe she's just like a normal closed security guard. She just wanders around. Right now, they have a big employee theft problem. I don't feel bad for corporations suffering losses. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to care. If I were to find out tomorrow that Amazon had like 12% losses because employees were stealing their stuff, I wouldn't bat an eye. I would give them the thumbs up. You know the okay emote? The okay peepo emote? I would give him that. You're still on and playing the game that I need to be playing? I'm always online. I am unfortunately a lost human cause drag of humanity. I have nothing better to do. Just a fat lazy slob on the internet, man. He said the perfect Twitch streamer didn't exist. I don't know how to respond to that, so I'm just gonna give you the okay thumbs up. As you can tell, I don't take compliments very well. Well, I wasn't raised on compliments, I was raised on beatings. Bro, that laser is scary as hell. Holy shit, that thing is doing for like 50 damage a second. How the hell are my skeletons like living through that? Not a single one of them died, and the bone golems didn't even take any damage. Their health is like their health must be completely insane right now. At such like an astronomical level that none of the monsters have like pose a challenge. Their damage is shit, but their health is like incalculable. Why, did you figure out what character you want to play yet? Were you were leaning towards what, Druid? I don't think Druid is out yet. I think it's like one of the locked classes. I think there's 3 locked classes right now. I think it's Druid, Warlock, and Falconer are the ones that haven't been released yet. I think they're releasing next week. They just did a trailer actually. There's like a new trailer that they did for Paladins. They like gave them a new skill. Well, it's not new. They had a skill called Healing Hands. And it's like literally just you use it and it heals everything around you. And it apparently had no skill tree. Like it's just never had a skill tree. They're adding one in the like the 1.0 release. And they're changing it to like they're changing it from a heal to like a damage spell that also causes a heal. So it's like just does everything. Like a Swiss Army knife skill, it just does everything. I also find it funny that the Paladin is black again in another game. It just seems to be the thing. Whenever they make a knight character, like a Crusader or a Paladin, that character is always Middle Eastern or black. You can't make a white Crusader because it's racist. It's just racist. You cannot make a white Crusader anymore. Diablo 2 did it. Diablo 3 did it with the Crusader. I'm pretty sure if Diablo 4 ever gets a Paladin, is also going to be black. This game did it. You love February themed Paladins. Oh, it is. It's true. It is Black History Month this month. That is true. My Be Right Back screen when President's Day is over is going to just be a black screen. In solidarity. With all my West Caribbean brothers. Now, if Evan is there. Evan. I love you, man. He's not there. He's lurking. He's probably lurking in some GTA 5 RP stream. Be healed. Yeah. Heal this man's demons. Leave his body. Oh, Lord. This guy died. Spoilers.
Were you hoping to find Majasa human?
Oh no, she's hot. No. You can't put a big booba snake lady in a video game. You're asking for the wrong type of people to be playing it, man. What's wrong with you?
But I love drawing big snake titty ladies. They're my favorite.
Can I level up? Why is that bar is like not just moving? That bar is not moving. That fucking yellow XP bar is not moving. Just give me that level up that is required. Maybe these enemies just don't give an experience. Oh, there we go. Level 60. Let's go.
Nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing. Whoa, what's going on? There was a lot of fancy spell effects going off right there. Hey, is that a big sword? Oh, Dachi, it is a big sword. Guys, look, my character's a weeb. Hold on, I'm going all in on the bit. Hold on. Oh, you can't, can you change weapon? Oh, you can't change weapon. Jeez. The scaly nips always confuse you. Yeah. I don't understand that. Remember that? Remember when I played against the Storm and I threw all those lizard men into the oven and turned them into jerky? That was good. That was a fun time. What are we doing here? You have increased health regeneration and additional armor for each minion control. Oh, nice. What's this? I pressed a button. Is this the pay to win store? Oh shit. Hey, I got points. I have 350. This must be from the early access. Do I buy the boy? The Earthshock Gecko? Do they have a bird? Oh, hey, that looks a lot like the fucking Kuluyaku if it was a normal bird and not like a freak of nature. Why is this cat on fire? It's weird. Pre-ordering editions? $40 for cosmetics? Are you fucking out of your mind? Bro, you can't have this kind of a hat in a video game if you're not Chinese. I'm gonna tweet. I'm gonna tweet. I'm abandoning the bit. I was gonna do the whole weeb thing with the big sword, and I just don't care anymore. Buying cosmetics in a game like this is cringe. Yeah. You want to know something really interesting in this game is that your stash tabs, you can get 200 stash tabs in this game, all with in-game currency, with your hard-earned gold that you find from slaying monsters. 200 stash tabs. You know how much inventory space that is? Think about it.
What do you think you're doing, my beautiful vessel maiden?
Is this the god? Is this the god of the sand?
I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Disgraceful.
Sure.
Rage is unbecoming of you, child.
This is not rage.
Gotta get the hot pink spandex for $9.99. I'm down.
So you could live. Now
$10 to look like
I
Pink
am
Power
the
Ranger.
abyss of their despair.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. She's absorbing her power.
To show our guest the torment that now fills
What's happening? Get out of my mind.
Uh-oh. She's being mind fucked. Mind raped. Mind jacked? Whatever the term is. Who even sees it if you buy it? People in town. And I guess your friends when you're playing co-op. I don't know. I don't see the reason. I've never seen the reason for cosmetics. Even in like League of Legends and Dota, I've never understood the point of the cosmetics. It's just something I'll never understand. Or even in like Apex Legends or Call of Duty, I guess they have like weapon skins. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Owl insect. I'm gonna assume break these things.
This is your doom.
This might be the only time. This is. I think this is the first time I've ever used direct minion. It's on your A key. If you press A and you target the floor, it causes all of your minions to walk to it. I think that might be the only time I've ever used it so far. What the fuck? She like threw up a statue. Oh, fuck. Whoa, that's a long fucking stun. Holy shit. Was she mad? She angry? Ow. Oh my god, that's like a 4-second stun. Damn, that was a dramatic death. Holy shit. Oh. We sucked up the snake god's essence, I guess. I don't know. Gave her the big suck. Never anything good here. That's why you like Final Fantasy 11. People would run around in a fucking clown suit if it gave them 1% more DPS. Yeah, because there's no cosmetics, right?
You think this is over? Orobis showed me the power of despair. And with his power, I will not die. I cannot die.
One of the quest rewards for that, it was +1 all attributes. There is, but people care more about the performance. Yeah, that makes sense. MMO people are like that. They're always about the parse. You know, they want that. They got to be the top. You know, they have to be the big bar.
Welcome back, traveler. Ah, her. She flared using another one of those rifts. You should. She drew its power to make those rifts. A little trick Orobis taught. Don't even think. It can't mend the main timeline. but it should still help some of the broken ones in the monolith. No. Farewell. Hopefully, restoring the epoch won't take long. Maybe just an eternity or two. Stay safe.
Speak with Agony in the end of time. Agony?
Ah, yes.
Oh. I think this is the endgame stuff. Worry not, there are more than challenges to braving the monolith of fate. The way to the past and continuation of the story will come soon, do not worry. Oh, the ending of the game hasn't released yet. Okay, so that's gonna probably be in 1.0. There's probably the actual end of the game.
Ah, yes. Farewell.
So monolith of faith. Entering the monolith of faith. You can style lock to make it show other gear, but then people question if you're a gimp. There's like a huge what is it, style thing in FF14. Most of the game is actually that. It's like cosmetics. Wait, hold on. Is this like a roguelike? Did I like unlock some kind of Slay the Spire roguelike map? Stability. Maybe this thing. I know that you know what this. It's kind of cool that this game has this. There's like a huge like in-game Wikipedia. Monolith introduction. The Monolith of Faith is the main end-game system in Last Epoch. Characters can access the Monolith of Faith from the end of time, though it's designed to be started after the campaign. The Monolith of Faith consists of multiple timelines. All timelines have a fixed level and their own set of layouts. When you first start a timeline, there are multiple paths from the center island with an echo on each. After you complete an echo, the echoes behind it are also revealed, and so on. You can do any echoes you've unlocked. Completing echoes grant timeline stability. After you reach a certain threshold, you gain a quest echo from the top of the screen. Sure. Timeline? Completing all quest echoes for a timeline unlocks the next timeline and grants you the opportunity to choose a blessing. Okay, an echo is called a... Okay, so the zones are called echoes. Okay. Interesting. Corruption and shade. As you progress further from the center of a timeline, you will start to find echoes with shade of Orobis within. Defeating the shade adds corruption. Okay. Corruption increases item rarity. Oh, I see. Okay. Blessings are permanent increases to your character stats or chance to find particular items. When you conquer a timeline, you'll be presented with 3 blessings. If you conquer the same timeline again, you can choose another to keep your current... you can choose either to keep your current or replace it with another one. Okay, well, I mean, let's try one of these, I guess. Echo information. New enemy modifiers. Enemies deal 25% more damage. You have 15% increased item rarity and 8% more experience gained. The echo reward is piles of gold. Enemies gain frenzy and haste when hit. 18%. Right, guys. Let's go here because it gives runes. Start. It says level 58. We're level 60, so this should be okay. And then I guess this is just like a randomly generated area. I don't know really anything else. Oh, and then you have a quest. Slay both patrolling Imperial Watchers. So it's not like find the bot. It's not like find the exits. Maybe there's like quests. Maybe there's different echoes with like different objectives or something. I don't know. So I guess it's kind of like the Path to Exile maps, right? Except instead of having to find your own maps, it's a tree of maps that are randomly generated every time you like start a new timeline. And then the areas themselves, I don't know if they're handcrafted or not. It'd be interesting to know if they're like randomly generated with chunks or something. Any quality of life changes compared to what? Path to Exile? I mean, not having to fucking juggle 1,000 maps in an inventory screen. Seems pretty useful. doesn't do anything. Oh, the F bomb. A trapped wizard. Let's see what he does. They're just enemies are just fucking dying. There's a lot of minion health, but Echo conquered. Open portal. Bonus stability 15 of 22. Gain from slaying enemies. Oh, I see. So if you clear out the map, you get stability added to the timeline. So you're incentivized to like keep killing enemies even after doing the objective. Which is weird. You would think that like you would just want to kill the enemies anyway because that's where your loot comes from. But they kind of like, they reinforce that, no, you should be like clearing the map. It's pretty neat. I like it. It's a cool system. So like now it's maxed out, I guess, right? It's just 22 or 22. So if I do open portal, and then you just get like a quest complete thing.
Yes.
Did I pick up anything good here? Oh, this ring has like built-in damage on it. This is probably better than what I'm using. That gives elemental resistance. All garbage. Tears of the Forest. +1 Spriggan. +1 Spriggan form. 2 rage gained per second per summoned vine. What the fuck does any of that mean? I'll tell you right now what it means. It means going directly into the trash. Along with all this.
Take care.
They nerfed Red Mage in Final Fantasy 11. Final Fantasy 14, the Red Mage was kind of cool. It was like chain cast spells. You'd chain your spells over and over again. I don't know if anyone's ever played it. And then eventually you can get your mana back by doing melee attacks. Have like a rapier. It's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, see, look. So now because I have access to... So I started here. I came here. I finished it, and now I have access to these islands. Interesting. these give affixes, piles of gold. All right, that's cool. That's neat. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted. My brain is like fried. Who's streaming? I can dump you there.